Hi, I'm Rabbi Alon Ferenczi, speaking to you from Heskemuna Synagogue in Knoxville, Tennessee. A continuing series of Torah talks delivered toward the end of the week to get you thinking about the Parashat to come. This week is pretty magnificent. We begin reading the Torah all over again from the book of Genesis, chapter 1. The Parashat is called B'Reisheet, in the beginning, or when God began. It's, of course, filled with magical and wonderful stories that we all know, but some details that we don't. One of my favorite parts comes after the second telling of the creation story, as it's described the garden and the rivers that flowed out of the Garden of Eden. We're told in chapter 2, verses 11 and 12, that one of the rivers was named Pishon. It winds its way through the land of Havilah, where the gold is. Verse 12, the gold of the land is good. Bdellium is there, and lapis. There's a gold map. I bet you didn't know that, right? In chapter 2 of our Torah, right smack dab in the middle. I think there's a lot of interesting details of Scripture that we ignore at our peril. Sometimes we gloss over them because they're odd or different or problematic or even painful. But this one is, to me, incredibly fascinating. That some, let's say, 40 verses into our Scripture, we're told about how to find gold and what was special in those lands. Something to me that reads as very irreverent and unusual and, well, sideways, let's say, politely. I think in this time of strangeness, sometimes you have to embrace the strangeness. Sometimes reverence can be coupled, or ought to be coupled, more often than not, with irreverence. That those two things are intertwined. And I think if we can laugh at ourselves and even be amused by our tradition, it serves us well. Having a sense of humility and self-effacement is a very powerful trait to get through life generally, and even in these unusual times. So I want to embrace you and send you out that gift of laughter and joy, and the ability to find the humorous, the cynical, the odd, the laughable in the most serious of places, and to laugh at yourself most of all, and things that you would otherwise take seriously. As someone said, it's good to take the work seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. Shabbat Shalom. When you enjoy talks like this and the others like it, please do like, share, and subscribe to Eclectic Cleric, one word, at YouTube.